Axolotl. The axolotl can regrow almost anything. Limbs, heart tissue, spinal cord, even parts of its brain, without scars. It stays young forever, never aging like normal animals. Each of its cells can revert to an early stem cell state, allowing endless regeneration. Scientists have amputated its legs dozens of times, and they grow back perfectly each time. Its 32 billion base pair genome, about 10 times longer than ours, hides clues that could revolutionize medicine. Found only in Lake Xochimilco, Mexico City, it's critically endangered, yet studied worldwide for its near-magical biology. The same species that refuses to grow old might one day teach us how to heal like it. But some creatures don't just regrow, they multiply when destroyed. Starfish. A starfish can lose an arm and regrow it, and that arm can regrow a whole new starfish. It's like cloning through injury. Each arm contains parts of the central nerve ring, so it remembers how to rebuild the rest. Some species can regenerate 40% of their body in just a few weeks. In the 1800s, fishermen sliced them to kill them, only to find the fragments turned into more starfish. Scientists discovered their secret lies in chelomocytes, repair cells that guide tissue growth. This survival trick has helped them thrive for over 450 million years. But if you think that's impressive, wait until you meet something that can turn 200 body parts into 200 lives. Planarian flatworm. If immortality had a mascot, it would be this little worm. The planarian can be cut into 200 tiny pieces, and each piece will grow into a brand new worm, complete with a brain, eye spots, and memory. Yes, memory. In 1962, scientists trained planarians to follow light for food, then cut them apart. When they regrew, the new worms still remembered the training. How's that even possible? Their secret sits in neoblasts, special stem cells that make up about 30% of their body, capable of rebuilding any organ in days. Even their DNA repair system works like a reset button, fixing mutations that would kill other animals. A single worm in a lab tank can technically live forever if it avoids starvation. But what happens when regeneration becomes not just healing, but a weapon? Sea cucumber. This ocean creature has one of the strangest defense tricks on Earth. When threatened, the sea cucumber vomits out its own organs, literally ejecting its intestines, lungs, and reproductive parts to distract predators. Then, in about 6 weeks, it regrows every organ like nothing happened. This bizarre act, called evisceration, shocks even marine biologists. The organs it expels can make up 60% of its body weight. Some species do it so fast that water around them fills with floating guts while the predator flees in confusion. Scientists discovered their body runs on collagen control. They can instantly turn soft like jelly or stiff as wood to push organs out or grow new ones. Ancient sailors once thought these creatures were sea demons because they kept resurrecting themselves after being sliced open. But on land, another animal found a more stylish way to escape danger, and it doesn't lose organs, just something it can easily grow back. Green iguana. When a predator grabs its tail, the green iguana doesn't fight. It drops it. The tail snaps off clean, still twitching for minutes, distracting the attacker while the iguana sprints to safety. Later, using stored calcium and stem cells, it slowly grows a brand new one, complete with bones, muscles, and scales. This survival move, called caudal autotomy, starts working at just a few weeks old. The new tail takes months to return, slightly duller in color, but fully functional. It's powered by autonomous muscle reflexes that make the severed tail wriggle like it's alive, fooling predators long enough for escape. Ancient Caribbean tribes believed iguanas were symbols of rebirth, often using their shed tails as good luck charms. Scientists now study them for spinal regeneration clues since they repair nerve tissue humans can't. But in the water, there's a fish that doesn't just fix broken parts. It rebuilds its heart, its vision, even its brain connections. Zebrafish. This tiny aquarium fish can do what no mammal can. It regrows up to 20% of its heart after injury. Cut out part of its cardiac muscle and it's back to normal in just 2 months. Its fins, spinal tissue, and even parts of the retina can regrow completely. The magic lies in a few key genes, MSXB, GATA4, and FOXM1, that activate dormant repair programs in cells. Instead of forming scars like humans, zebrafish regenerate smooth, perfect tissue. Their heart cells simply start dividing again, something ours stopped doing millions of years ago. Since the 1990s, they've become one of biology's biggest hopes for human heart regeneration research. Hospitals studying cardiac recovery now use zebrafish as living blueprints for tissue repair. Yet for all its healing power, it's still fragile. One polluted pond can wipe out hundreds. Which makes you wonder, what if the strongest healing creatures on Earth are also the most vulnerable? Deer. Among all mammals, deer hold the speed record for regeneration. Every single year, they grow and shed up to 30 kilograms, 66 pounds of antlers. Complete bone, blood vessels, nerves, and skin. That's the biological equivalent of growing an extra arm annually, then tossing it away. What makes this more fascinating is how fast it happens. In spring, antlers can grow up to 2.5 centimeters, 1 inch per day, faster than any other mammalian tissue. Their secret is pedicle stem cells, which act like natural 3D printers for bone. These cells might one day help humans regenerate limbs or repair spinal injuries. In ancient Europe, hunters believed deer drew power from the moon because their antlers rebirthed in cycles. Modern science sees it differently, but the magic's still there. And while deer grow bone like weeds, the next creature heals skin so flawlessly that even scars dare not form. Spiny mouse. This tiny mouse from East Africa breaks one of biology's oldest rules. Mammals don't regenerate skin, but the spiny mouse does. Tear off part of its ear, and it regrows cartilage, hair follicles, and even sweat glands, leaving 0 scars behind. Scientists noticed this by accident in the 1970s. Researchers handling the mouse found its skin tore easily, but days later, the wounds were gone, smooth and perfect. Under a microscope, the tissue looked brand new, not patched. Humans can only dream of that. Its cells behave more like those of amphibians than mammals. In fact, the University of Kentucky's 2012 study proved they regenerate inner ear tissue and spinal cartilage, which could help humans heal hearing loss someday. But where the spiny mouse repairs its surface, the next creature rewires its entire body, even its reproductive organs, after losing a limb. Sea spider. Even after adulthood, sea spiders can regrow lost legs, muscles, and reproductive organs, something unheard of in most arthropods. Typically, insects and crustaceans lose this ability once mature, but these ancient ocean dwellers kept it. In 2021, German researchers amputated adult sea spider limbs under controlled conditions. Within 100 days, they had completely regrown, nerves and all. Even their gonads, which are inside the legs, returned fully functional. It's like a body that refuses to accept age as a limit. Their blood is clear, their heart runs through their legs, and they breathe without lungs. Just oxygen diffusing through their skin. They've barely changed in over 500 million years, surviving multiple mass extinctions. But some creatures don't just heal from injury, they simply never die at all. Hydra. The Hydra can live forever, and no, that's not a metaphor. This tiny freshwater creature, smaller than your fingernail, shows 0 signs of aging. Scientists have tried for decades to kill them naturally, and failed. Cut one into hundreds of pieces, and each regenerates into a full new Hydra. It doesn't die of old age because its cells constantly renew themselves using stem-like regeneration. According to studies from Daniel Martinez, Pomona College, 1998, a Hydra could live indefinitely if kept safe from predators or disease. Even after centuries, it could technically stay young. Its secret lies in the gene FOXO, which controls continuous cell renewal. Lose that, and the magic stops. But immortality has competition from a creature that takes death into its own hands. Literally. Sea slug. In one of nature's strangest moves, this sea slug decapitates itself, then grows a new body from the head. Within 3 weeks, it rebuilds a heart, digestive system, and organs from scratch. Japanese scientists at Nara Women's University recorded the process in 2021. The slug's head keeps crawling around, feeding on algae, while its body stays behind and eventually decomposes. The reason? To escape parasites or disease. It survives because it steals chloroplasts from algae, turning its cells into living solar panels, literally feeding on sunlight during regrowth. It's the closest thing to a real photosynthetic animal. But while the sea slug uses sunlight to rebuild, one final creature masters regeneration across its entire body. Limbs, eyes, jaws, even organs, all reborn again and again. Salamanders, including newts, are the gold standard of regeneration. Lose a limb and it returns, complete with bones, muscles, blood vessels, and nerves. Lose an eye or part of the heart and it grows back too, perfectly functional. What's wild is how often they can repeat it. Some have regrown the same limb 10 times with no deformities. Scientists discovered their blastema cells, clusters that form at wound sites, reprogrammed themselves to rebuild complex structures. Humans scar, but salamanders restore. In 1712, Italian naturalist Lazzaro Spallanzani was the first to document it, cutting and regrowing tails in days. Today, research into salamander DNA might unlock human limb regeneration within this century, and that's where the story loops back, because everything we dream of fixing in our bodies, these creatures have already mastered. Thanks for diving this deep with me. You're officially part of the curious few who love nature's strangest secrets. If you enjoyed this journey, subscribe for more stories that challenge what we think life can really do.